Okay, guys, how are you? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? The time is what? The time is 1:10. Everybody doing overtime now. I noticed that sponsor doing overtime because I saw a show. Somebody shared something with me. Now they can come up late so that many people like brother sleeping again. Okay, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Share the video. 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 45 minutes. I will stay up here for 45 minutes. I will be up here for 45 minutes. Okay, give me a thumbs up. Share it. Share it. I'm sharing it too. Share it. Share it. Share it. Share it. Share it. For the people who sleeping, they will watch it later on. Yeah, they will watch it later on. Okay. All right, this one it got nothing to do with ANC or CPP. This is the general late night show. They call it a late night show. Late night show. I want to say this to everyone, whether you're supporting the CDC, the CPP, or the UP, or whatsoever. We all heard the news that Spoon were closed down. I was on the show when I got the news, and I tried to condemn it first, but then I said, let me wait. I'm not going to rush to say anything. And I remember Prince William condemned the government. But let me say this to you guys. Let me say this. We're not stupid. Politics is not a religion. During the Ellen Johnson time, they shut down Benina Ure or Henry Costa radio station. The reason it was shut down, whether Henry Costa was on Ellen Johnson back, but the reason was they were owing government. So Eugene Nangbe, being the minister at the time, shut it down. George Weah shut the Henry Costa radio station down. We call it the president name because they were the head of the government. I remember in the same Ellen Johnson time, Mo Ali was calling for the shutdown of Henry Costa. Okay. When they shut the Henry Costa down and took his equipment, it was Eugene Fagon who defended the government while the government did it. And they were not here to just, they will not take no nonsense from anybody. It was the same Eugene Fagon. You remember when the whole latest thing was going up? I'm on record for that. I think I did 2 or 3 posts, and on my show, I said, in fact, that is when Stanton came up and called me, oh, go do your Comcast business, go do your cable business. I said they will sue you for defamation of character because he have done it to Wilmer Smith in Legis. He did it to Martin Cooler and Louis Brown. And then I posted, I said, listen, they would sue you for defamation of character. That when he read it and started talking, and I knew it was going to happen. And if anybody want to complain about the government, then I would say maybe it's selective justice because the government chose what to go after. Auditors die. A lot of people died. They couldn't judge the case, but it was easy for them to judge the case of and Glorious Cat. Now, the court, that's the law. The law is the law. Whether the law is corrupt in Liberia, but the law is the law. Whether you might think that it's political motivated because they are the government, but the fact of the matter, you remember that Wilmer Smith or whatsoever sue the CEO of Spoon Network for $2 million. I'm still trying to get that document. Told you I was going to send it to me. I think the court offered him $1.5 million. Whether Stanton show up or not, which he's not going to show up, whether the lawyers show up or not, and they gave time. The time they gave, hey, they want to use it now to close the station down. You know, sometimes I listen to us, whether we really know ourselves. It was the same justice they took Ellis Cummings to that you felt that it was not good. It was the same justice when George Lobo posted Alexander Cummings, the criminal defender, was asked to produce framework document. It was the same justice system. It was the same Spoon Network when Musa Belete was shut down for a day. They were rejoicing all on the station. They were rejoicing. We rejoice yet. You all say we should make a statement condemning what? If the government closed the station down for saying something, we can condemn it. But it's a court order. Whether you like the law or you don't like the law prevails. It's a court order. You see, you people like to assume and think for others. When Mr. Cummings was going to court every day, you never knew that the justice system was not correct. When the same Spoon was saying that that's the end of Mr. Cummings' career, you don't know that the justice system was not correct. You don't know that. Let me tell you something. Don't tell me what to say or how to say it. All I'm trying to tell the Liberian people, CDC and UP are bad people, bad organization for Liberia. The Cummings administration will not suppress freedom of speech, will not suppress press freedom. How do you know? Good. Mr. Cummings is the only candidate in Liberia who have been asked, insulted, called him names, and still answer your question. He never get pissed off. When you hear a politician tell you they will check you up and whatsoever, imagine if they in power. Mr. Cummings is the only politician who people ask questions and insult him, and he still answer the question, and we're all getting pissed off. He went on the same Spoon Network that President Weah never show up to. UP, you said Spoon was CDC station. Oh, today because they supported you. You said Spoon was CDC station. And UP, Mr. Cummings got on that station before he was insulted by Stanton Witherspoon so many times, but yet Mr. Cummings appeared there. Mr. Cummings went to a lot of gatherings where people cuss him up. Mr. Cummings will be on OK. They will call, they will cuss him up, and he will still answer the question. It tells you that if Mr. Cummings is president, you are free to speak. Because the more you speak, the better the leader is. If a leader can listen, and that's it. So, don't tell me, some of you people who supported Mr. Cummings, who are afraid, and Doloke, you came under my post and said, why we rejoicing what President Weah did? President Weah did nothing. It's a court order. Not because I don't want President Weah. It is a court order. And I don't know whether ANC, you want for ANC or CPP to issue something to condemn. UP, you need to issue a statement about the $30 million that Henry Kosso talked about. You need to issue a statement about Mr. Boakah health. You need to issue a statement who you met in Ghana. The people you met in Ghana, who are they? Jojo Boakah said, yes, we met people. They offer us, but we never took it. Who are these people? That is what you need to be offering. Not to tell us to put our statement. Spoon is a private organization. Spoon is a private organization. Sometimes you guys are afraid. Oh, you know, this thing here is freedom. This is not freedom of the press. This got nothing to do with freedom of the press. Because on that Spoon network, they have said a lot of things that they could close them down long time. But you see, there are so many ways to kill the cat. So many ways to kill the rat. So if you believe that President and CDC decided to use the case against you, that's it. When Mr. Cummings was going to that court every day Mr. Cummings appeared to that court. You're booing, you did all kinds of things. You were rejoicing over the place here. You think I will be in sympathy with Spoon? It got nothing to do with press freedom. It has nothing to do with press freedom. It has nothing to do with that. What I saw is a court order. So even President Weah can't open it unless he get an executive clemency. Even the justice minister can't open it. It's a court order. Let us be real. Let us be real. UP did it. And if UP in charge today, they will do the same thing. They're fighting each other. They're paying debt on each other. That is why I'm telling you that Alex Cummings is the best person who will allow people to speak their mind, because we do it in CPP. Now, Liberian people, every day, look, we are our own problems. Now, I think we're going 20 candidates now. Today, everybody was rushing to register. We saw some names that we never heard before. Kofa, whosoever, everybody on the ballot now. Oh, Mr. Cummings is the one who created. Mr. Cummings don't want to agree, but you are in a small political party that you will not even win election. You're in a small little group and you know your party will not win. But guess what happened? Every one of them registering now. So tomorrow, if there's a second round, they will negotiate with them and they will get a job, and you will be left out. Where is my friend Murphy Dennis, who supported Movi and Jones, what he said, Jones party? Who benefited? Come on. Murphy still in Liberia, he got a job, but he was a member of that party. Murphy Dennis is still in Liberia without a job, but Kamaya is the Minister of Foreign Affairs. My friend Buster, he came, he went with a political party. They got a job. Where are the members? My brother Buster. Yes. Every one of them will get a job. They will go and sit and negotiate. They're not coming with one member. Why are you like this? Why you all your own problem? We're not ready. But y'all sit there and talk about Mr. Cummings. Oh, this man is supposed to join Mr. Boakah. What about the other 20 or 18 candidates, 16 candidates that just came up? Why Tier 1 couldn't join Boakah? Why Beslo couldn't join Boakah? Why Moniba couldn't join Mr. Cummings? You will sit there. They want to be president. They sit back. When they lose, they come back to America. And you running behind them because they give you chicken change. Then you rather you cry. But you voted for somebody who you know will not even win. My people, we got 3 major parties right now in Liberia. 3. We got the CPP, We got a UP. I call my party first. I'm gonna call your party first. And the CDC. All the other party just came back to life. After 6 years, they just came back to life. They were in the grave. Some of them are new. All Liberian Legion. I even know Moniba Party in itself. All these want to be president, but they are still working. After they finish, they will go and find a job. Not because Beslo resigned and retired. She's 55 years old. Why? And I look at a group. Jesus Christ. You barely get 500 votes in the whole country. Not because they say they say multi-party. Not because they say multi-party. All kinds of party from all over. Oh, yes, you got your 401k, you got money. But look at your party. If I know that Mr. Cummings don't have shot in this game, I will not even waste my time. But I know Mr. Cummings prepared to do the work. If Mr. Cummings was going to leave Liberia and go out of the country and come back today, I was never going to support him. But because Mr. Cummings remained in Liberia and stayed in Liberia and retired and he's in Liberia, that is why I give my support to Mr. Cummings. All these names. Cecile Coffee Brown, from UP to CDC, now she vice president. They got another party who say we won't bring Jesus Christ to Liberia. Hey man, what's wrong with us? Why would I want to fool myself just because of jobs? You organize, you register a party. Like what the boy said, look, to register a party, you can just go and get fake names. NEC don't check it. Nobody check. Ask yourself the question, where they coming from? For the last 5 years, where were they? For the last 5 years, for God's sake, where were these parties? Where? Okay, maybe some of them coming now. They say I will come there to test the water for 2029. 2029. You enter in a race 5 months to the election. You enter in a race 6 months to the election. Because that you the one God smart with. That you the one lucky. That's what we've been doing in Liberia. Alex Cummings is the one who changed the way we do business. Because the only time you see the ruling party campaigning when campaign start. The only time you see opposition campaigning when they say 1 month to elect, 1 year to election. But Mr. Cummings been doing the work all the way. Oh, you ain't talking about the other people. Only Alex Cummings because you're afraid of Alex Cummings. You're afraid of Alex Cummings' accountability. You're afraid. But you don't talk about the other candidate. Oh, they greedy. Everybody get a good. It's a good competition. But start early. Even if you not win, let your voice be heard. When the last time they opened their mouths in Liberia to speak in the Liberian politics? For the last 6 years, only one voice we heard in Liberia was Alex Cummings. Mr. Bwaka speak when he feel like he said, I don't just speak. Before Tier 1 came out, Paul Tier 1, he got 4 cars, 3 broke down already, only 1 remaining. The other guy, he said he 41 years old, he too fine. Yabawuro. He said he 41 years old. Look at the people that run him, my people. I never knew. I'm shocked. How many people greedy in our country? All the things they put in political party together. So when they get in the second round, they will come up now and say, I endorse that. Only one man endorsing. Nobody follow them. Maybe the close associate will follow them. When they get a job, they abandon you. Like Kamaya. Kamaya is the foreign minister. Those of you who supported Mel Jones, that party, what you got? What you got? Mandela Copper, her party, what you got? all the other party there that come in, they just gave you job, only the individual, and they throw you away, and you're still running. That greediness, that greediness. When Mr. Cummings went to support me, see, never endorsed UP, but supported them. He gave them money. Let them challenge it. Let them say no. He gave them money. He gave UP money in the second round. That's why Mr. Cummings got beating you every day. Tom will got on my post. Wow, we're expecting condemnation letter from CPP. In your dreams, they won't do what they can do it. What are they condemning on? Are they condemning the justice system? When President Taylor issue or order to close down, that's the thing you condemn. If they close you down for certain things, but it's a court order, they sue your boss. Now they're doing overtime. They're on internet now. I knew we were going to come down to this day. And because I was one of those saying that President Weah, do not close this station down, no matter how they cost you, it's late. But the court closed you down because you don't pay the money, $1.5 million. Then you're telling us we should condemn. Condemn what? What dare for us to condemn? Spoon is a private station. They were never shut down because of freedom of speech. They were shut down because Stanton lied on this man. What are the men corrupt on that? You get Stanton did it to Mr. Cummings. He said Mr. Cummings, he questioned Mr. Cummings' finance. He questioned it. Fagon, the one who justified why the government had to shut Henry Costa down. High Cross was this, Henry Costa was that, Henry Costa was this. When UP shut Ure down, it was the Eugene Nangbe who defended it. And they used the law. And the same Mo Ali on record that they should close Henry Costa down, shutting down from talking. Look, you guys are very, very deceitful. You guys, your social media, I love it. I love social media. But Liberian people, what we're telling you today, if your Christmas will be good, you will tell from the eve. Mr. Cummings is the only one that everybody calls. Spoon calls Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings stay appear on the show. After everybody said, don't go there, Mr. Cummings appeared there. Every radio station, because you ain't got nothing to ask anymore, Mr. Cummings appeared there. UP, you are running around, said our CDC station, and that's true, our CDC station. But when God confused you, that what happened? So, I will not condemn the closing of Spoon. I will not condemn. If it was done because of something they said, because the first information I got, they said because they said something, so they were bringing in this, that I was getting ready to go hard. But I said, let me check. Me, I don't talk like that. So I am not going to condemn. It's a court order. Whether we like the law or not, the law is the law. Whether the law is closed, the law eyes closed, the law eyes open, the law is the law. We want to see a rebuttal from you, the UP. You say ANC, CPP people jumping all over the place. I wish they can jump higher. How they will not jump? Ask yourself the question, why they jumping? Ask yourself the question, why people jumping? Because they close you down. Ask yourself the question. I know some of the ANC people trying to defend because of Dr. Francais. Let me tell the real truth. Their friendship thing here. It was not closed because of Dr. Francais. It was not closed because of Eugene Nangbe, Eugene Fagon. It was not closed because of Stanton. It was closed because of Stanton lying on somebody who got authority. He went to the court. The same way you took Mr. Cummings to court, and the government were defending. So it is you versus the government. They say pay the man $1.5 million. They may get money. They may get money more than Cummings. Stanton is a millionaire. So that's why the man sue you for $1 million or $2 million damages. Imagine I don't know why Martin Kulana sue. By the time you get good money, Martin will run your campaign. Yeah. You see that? So what are we condemning on? CPP got to understand what they're condemning on. Let me be honest with you. All we thought they shut you down because you were speaking your mind. No. We saw the sheriff came from the court. Even the justice minister can open it. It's a court order. It's a court order. Fagon, I'm surprised at you. You know how government operates. I'm not going to think like the way you're thinking. That, oh, they think is witch hunt. That's your business. Prove it. Prove it. Y'all go sit down, man. What goes around comes around. Kaka long sote, it go cut. No matter how long your shit is, it will cut. Now what Freetown man say? Now we're on the internet. Me, I on the radio. I on the True FM. I go all over the country. They say they're going to protest. Y'all go and protest. That's your right. It is your right to protest. What are you protesting on? What are you protesting on? Because they closed the station down. For what reason? Who gave the order? The court gave the order. So what are you going to protest on? You turn the show to be a political show. What do you expect? We ain't got a radio station. CP ain't got no radio station. We begging True FM to use the station. We're all over the place. Now to show that the message is not resonating, they end up doing overtime. After the shutdown, everybody go to bed. Then they come out 12 o'clock in the night in America at the time on right now. To who? Because the message is not resonating. We will not stop. This campaign have started already. Let Mr. Bwaka show us his medical report, because according to the Constitution, you don't need to die before they replace you. If you are sick and there's a serious problem that will hamper your job, you will be replaced. That is what Prince Johnson waiting for, and that is what Jeremiah Kun is waiting for. At the same time, you yourself, you are waiting. When you win today, you're going to go after Jeremiah Kun and Prince Johnson. And Prince Johnson to come back to George. We are begging George. We are for money. And Prince Johnson registered under NDR. And I will never be surprised one day Prince Johnson, before the election start, will announce and remove his NDR back to CDC. Because that man don't have no shame. You don't understand. That man pet Samuel Doe and killed Samuel Doe. That man came out before and said, President Weah mess up his money, and he will mess up the country money, and he did it. He came out, he said, I will not support President Weah. He came back again, he said, I will support President Weah. He came back, he said, I'd rather be with the devil I know than the angel I see. Then at the same thing, Mr. Bwaka saying too, I'd rather dance with the devil to win. And the devil is in this election. No, I don't dance with the devil. We don't dance with the devil, my people. We want to hear a statement from UP. The UP chairman, he's a pastor. He lied to BBC. And I made a comment in BBC box. Maybe one day they will play it. He's a pastor, man of God, lying publicly that Mr. Bwaka never went to Ghana. While he was talking, Jojo was putting a statement up. Jojo admitted and spoke the truth. The only thing he never told us was the $30 million. He said, we went to Ghana. We met the business people. They offer us. But they said we should carry custom. We told them, no. If there's anything, just give her the money. After that, we can do business. They said, no. Who are these business people? Are they Russians, Americans, Italian, French? The burden of proof is on UP, my Liberian people. And I will continue to tell you every day when I get on the radio. This is not fair. We want this country to move forward. We want for Liberia to move forward. We're not going to move bad for bad. We're not going to move to stick to the same place. We must move to move forward. You see? So you're believing that UP was the problem for CPP. UP was the problem for CPP. You all over the place. They're putting a blame. Oh, Mr. Cummings don't want to work with us. Mr. Cummings don't want to work with us. They put an alliance together. They dared to go and sign the contract. UP said, we are the biggest party, so everybody should follow us. And you see that disrespectful? Then they go and took Jeremiah Kun, the real sedition, and they brought the man, and they refused to sign an agreement with NDR. And you sitting there. What a shame. What a shame. You know, I thought the old man was smart. But the people that ran the old man too, they're not even smart. They are not smart at all. The real money, that was a real money. But guess who benefited? Sir Joseph. The old man said, let me call my nephew. He called Sir Joseph. Sir Joseph already don't want for Costa to run against him. Sir Joseph said, Papi, that CDC trying to set you up. The Papi ran away from the money. And went and told who? Jeremiah Kun. That Jeremiah Kun was still going to be on the ballot. The only thing that made Prince Johnson to turn it over to Jeremiah Kun, because Prince Johnson cannot run for senator at the same time presidential. He will have to leave one, and he don't want to leave it. But if not, Prince Johnson was coming to stay there and get on the ballot to negotiate again. So Jeremiah Kun, whether they selected him or not, he was going to be on the ballot just so they would negotiate. And that's the same thing going to happen. Jeremiah Kun got nothing to lose. He's selling you to CDC because the entire government is the worst. If you remove president, when you remove Mr. Bwaka, UP, you could elect, you can elect Kun as your president. UP members, if it was just Kun running for president, will you vote for Kun? If Mr. Bwaka was not there, can you make Kun your standard bearer in UP? You were never going to do that. But because you think you want to win Nimba County, so you got to carry Kun. I don't know who set you up. Y'all say, oh, Ellen found vice president, but then Ellen not to choose. Then Ellen not to choose. Thank you. So I can't condemn the closing of Spoon. If it was done by the government of Liberia or the justice minister or the information minister or somebody ordering the closure, I would be the first to condemn. But this one is the law. The law might be selective. That is the problem I have with them. Selective justice. That's what's going on in Liberia. That is my problem. But if they sue, you know, maybe sometimes y'all got to understand, you know, sometimes when money in your pocket or all over you, it fold your eyes, it make you stupid. I said it. I said this case will close Spoon down because that's the case they will use against you. He will win you, and then when you can't pay, they will seize your asset. And that's what happening. Then with the other greedy candidates, the greedy candidate, they think God sitting there waiting for them, like Cecile Kofa Brown or Coffee, because she get Jesus Christ, she get a statue in her yard. Who told them Jesus Christ stay on the statue? Who told them that? On the cross. Who told you that Jesus Christ is still on the cross? Everybody want to be president. So because they're not going nowhere. Then in the second round, they will come back and say, okay, you know what? We're going to support President Weah. President Weah, what you give her? President Weah, if you get Coffee any job, I guess she support you, don't give her job. Or maybe that you don't want to send her there to come run too. So you can be plenty. You can play. You just watch it. You will see someone get 500 votes in the whole country. The whole country. What her name? Jam. Jonathan Mason. Jonathan Mason get less than 2,000 votes in the whole country. Less than 2,000 votes in the whole country. Well, Bernie said the crew papi. Drew Mason got 400 votes. in Montserrado County, 400. Or presidential candidate. All these people all by themselves. Any candidate who in the race right now, you all by yourself. You don't got no plans for even 2029. You don't get it. Because by the time the election is over, you're gone. You gotta go look for a job. You gotta go back to your international community to go work. Or you start doing your own thing. What a shame. Liberian, then you complaining. You supporting somebody. You go to the main rally, you see only 20 person, and you still talking about, oh, you want eat your own. You want eat your own, I agree. You want eat your own. One of my friends left from here, your pastor, he went to District 17 to contest. He got 0 in all the polling center. So he is saying he voted for himself because guess what? He was not actually registered at that time. Reverend Kepa, he was never registered as a registered voter in 2011. But he knew on the ballot. Nobody voted for him. He has 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. He running again. When he lose, he will come out to Liberia. They get CCR running in District 17. They got 52 candidates in District 17. 52. CCR running. By the time she lose, she will come back to America again. All those years, I never knew that girl was living in District 17. I never knew. But time to run now, they live it, they're going all there, they're pretending to the people because they want money. Oh, government just sweet. The representative can get money. But let me tell you something. Everybody who running for representative, I think you coming at the wrong time. Because when Alex Cummings become president, we'll fix the budget. We ain't get money to pay, we can't force it. We can't force it. So I hope you are prepared to sacrifice. I hope you are prepared to sacrifice. So, my UP brothers, then, now your station is closed. Yeah, it's not for you. It is not for you, but are your supporter there. So you go and defend them. You should put up a statement. You put a statement about Henry Costa. You put in a statement about Stanton. Eh? All we need to tell the Liberian people that, and you see what's happening between the two parties. Two bad parties. Tomorrow when UP come there, they're going after CDC. Because CDC went after them. Only Mr. Cummings can unite this country. Only Mr. Cummings can unite Liberia. Only Alex Cummings. That is why I always love to play this. So let's take a quick break. A quick break. Just a 2 minute 5 seconds break. You know what I'm saying? I will be back. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. And don't shut it off. Just listen.
My fellow Liberians, despite our diversity, we are a united people, a great and noble people. Through the strength of our unity and the resilience of our determination, we have begun to rebuild a ravished country and have survived 2 deadly health crises. Our people have stood together as one united people, ready to face the future. Whether you are a fisherman of Grand Cru and Sino, the hunters of Grand Jide and River G, the farmers of Lofa and Bapolu, the Gola and Vai dancers of Bumi and Cape Mount, the hospitable people of Bassa and River Cess, the warriors of Maryland, the miners and explorers of Nimba, the merchants and traders of Bong, the welcoming people of Magibi, or the melting pot of Montserrado. We are one people, Liberians. We have a great challenge and opportunity ahead of us. In unity, we will rebuild this country as a shining example in Africa, demonstrating the power of a determined and united people. Our economy and our national budget will expand and grow like never before. We will improve the lives of our people and put smiles on the faces of our citizens. I promise you that together we can and will do the job. A new day is on the horizon. The time for babysitting is over. God bless you, and God bless Liberia.
You ever heard President Weah speaking like this? You ever heard JMB speaking like this? Neither Tier 1 Gonglo. And the information I get on Tier 1, people think Tier 1 might win. That's why Tier 1 have not had one rally in Nimba County. Because even his own people, he have not treated them well. He ain't support nobody from Nimba before. Either Gonglo stand a better chance in Nimba County than Tier 1 Gonglo. This is the only man who brought in outsider to work for his party without them being member of the party. Moriah Yakula, Ava Toba. Can Joshua do it? No. Can Mr. Bwaka do it? No. Why Mr. Bwaka should go outside to look for money to come for election? He went with Taylor Ure. By the time they hit Nigeria, the people indicted the guy for money laundering. They give it. Then he got to go meet businessmen. Why UP bringing foreign money into the country for election? The members, the Liberians that in America and Europe cannot collect money for. Let me say this. Look at all the UP senators. They got money. Fanny Sherman. All the guys got money. They can put $100,000 together and give it to Omen JB. And he has said he made $18.7 million. They got to go ask foreigner, try to banjo, to mortgage our resources. When you ask, they will say, hey, Ellen did it. You got proof. And John, we did it. You got proof that you were the one who catch you. We catch you. We catch you. We catch you. We catch you right-handed. We catch you right-handed. So you tell us who you met. My Liberian people, oh man. You see, we respect the papi. Man Teresa, we respect the papi. But the thing the Omen been doing for us to us is too bad. No, all the time the Omen was working with Ellen Johnson. The Omen acting that he can't talk, but the Omen never used to let Ellen Johnson business. The Omen can pretend like he get money. Then the Omen made Henry Costa to cost all the people. Made Bernard Ure to turn against their own friend them. Then the papi tear around and push Bernard Ure on the bus almost to kill him. Henry Costa, who get a contact, go low for money. All of them was supposed to sell the country. All of them, they plan when they carry Henry Costa, or if they didn't carry Henry Costa too want use on that money to run a campaign for Senate. But the papi too good, and the papi say, but I can't carry Henry Costa. Y'all just give me the money. The people say, we can't give you the money. All the thing we know, they think are behind closed door, the papi been doing it. Then the person the papi doing it with the papi now turn the person around, he won't speak to the person again. You ain't think the person too can't bust the secret. If that person lying, let the papi tell us if the person lying. Because the papi's son say that true. The papi's son say they got on a plane. Henry Costa bought a ticket for them, and all of them went to Ghana. They slept in a good hotel. Then they came to the people. They said the people look like white people, but they said they can't look at the people face too good. So because we're not talking, they bend their eyeball down. They didn't see the people. So the only thing they saw the gloves. So they talking. The papi say Henry Costa the barber. Henry Costa not good. He not good. That picking fresky. I can't kill a man. Then he said, but you wait for me 1 minute. He said, let me call my nephew. He said, hello, sir. Yeah, these are Joseph Bwaka. Okay. I sitting here with some people. They like taking the low for the low. Yeah. They say they get money. Sir Joseph say, Papi, don't fall for it. That CDC is trying to set you up. He said, oh. He said, wait for me. I will call you back. He said, okay, you know what I will tell you? And I will go. But if there's anything, I will call you again. The people call Henry Costa and say, my man, The paper you brought here, the paper is talking different to your paper say you well, you fuck you this and that. Henry Kosso go first. According to Jojo, Mr. Boaka's son, Mr. Boaka's son say yes, that's true. We went to the place. We talked to the people. The boy got no money. I swear to God. The boy got no money. Oh. And I true Mr. Costa came on the phone for 2 hours. He was vexed. Mr. Costa was telling the people how one man see revelation and this and that, but the thing the papa did to him. So the papa apologized according to that what Henry Costa said, but then the papa's son say yes, that's true. So tell me now, who the people? So that through the old man already finished telling the people what he would get them. But Henry Costa boss this because Henry Costa was vexed, my people. Let me tell you, man, I get Henry Costa. Henry Costa hate. You know when you hate somebody because Henry Costa now spoil a knee all over. Henry Costa now color speech with plenty. I'm gonna say he color speech from me too. Just for Mr. Boaka business. So when Henry Costa sit down for long and think about all the things the papa now do, he said they want. Let me just leave it one time. They will spoil my knee. I will not let my knee spoil. Then they go, they start cursing Henry Costa all on the news. And who the hell is Henry Costa? That Jato there, Henry Costa are nothing. They can't do nothing. Then they went and took Taylor Ure, who used to spend the girl, that the girl who brought a big plane. The girl brought one big plane, private plane, and put Joseph Boaka inside and carry him to Nigeria. That the time the plane was landing, the Nigerian government started to arrest the man. Because they carry that plane, so they will take the money and bring the money to Liberia. You know, they say when you get private plane, you can bring anything. Then all the things that people do for you, whether you're good or bad, they all were doing it together. So in the court now, if that anything, Henry Costa will get small sentence. The papa will get big sentence because the papa that the mean man, that the papa the one that who they say manipulate, that the papa who brainwash Henry Costa and Bernard Ure. Because the papa were asking, you know, they get to show you what the papa just killing the people whole day, but nobody know. They will see the papa, they'll be passing the papa are getting all the killing. Yes. So no knew that the papa been causing all the problem in CPP. The papa acting like, oh, but I don't know, and the lawsuit ain't got nothing to do with us. No, the papa behind the lawsuit too. And people, listen, I know your UP people, you can get first. But we scared of you. We'll tell the Liberian people, we scared of you. Because the plan that you get, you won't care plenty of people. Let me tell the real truth. If you were in power, the way Costa talking, long time his boss will be hanging on Broad Street. I'm telling you. Because the way Jeremiah Kun, they call him Bojo, part seller. They get part seller, they get mountain seller now. They say Jeremiah Kun can sell parts. They say the papa can sell mountain. How you go sell a whole country mountain for $30 million? Eh? Then one guy can say, look at you. I thought you smart. Who can sell a whole mountain? I don't you see stupidness. And you see some people can go in the store and say, hello, you say stupid? Yeah, I'm up for it. They say for free. He said, get it, I will carry. One of my friends called me and said, that cost of picking. He in Minnesota, he said, my man, that thing cost of talking, thing that true. I said, yeah, that's true. He said, oh. I said, but wait now. And when Costa was talking about Mr. Cummings, you say that true. Costa explained that. He said, oh, Costa called me. Costa say the thing the papi are going to do, the papi will die there because that surgery is a bad surgery. So Costa won't run. I said, Costa own friend and all that there against you. But let me tell you something. Let me go back to Spoon. I will not condemn anything from the court. The law is the law. If that station was closed down by Leggy who running, or President we are issued the order, or the Justice Minister, we will condemn it. We will condemn it to the letter. But that court business. The same way they went to Musa Belete and shut him down, and you were having party all over Spoon. You were having party all over Spoon. Your cost president, we are causing him, shut you down. Why you shut you down now for? But the only thing I would say, President, we are, unless you get in clemency, But I think you get plenty to think about unless you want to get them clemency. Let them just stay on the internet. The internet free, Facebook free. So they will be on Facebook now. At least the children already can take pay. So they will be on Facebook. Plenty people will not hear them anymore. Even the radio set people couldn't hear them again. So they brought in the late night show. They start doing overtime. Nanjine opom to you. Nan batemu. Chusu Fanakon, J. Fogler Wesaki. From all the way South Stand, Sackley PA, all the way coming down. Babel laugh. The man who laugh last, laugh the best. You know, tell me, all my things are coming to pass. Maybe God want me pastor. I know. Everything I said is coming to pass. The other I can still remember. It was New Year Eve post. I said surprises for New Year Eve, political surprises. They were planning all the way in March to bring something up to keep Mr. Cummings, but they were so eager, they brought it up early. So they finished clearing the way. They didn't get nothing again. You cost Mr. Cummings, so it can move us. The Liberian put time with your lies. This election, for us to meet President Weah, we got to beat you. We got to beat UP. And if UP won't meet President Weah, they got to beat us. You know we are the obstacle. We got 7%. We're not nobody. But we are the obstacle to you. That is why you want to destroy us. But for us, we will destroy you professionally. We'll not witch hunt you. We just tell the Liberian people, we set you up in a way. By the time we say this, you come together because so corrupt. They call you a bunch of deplorable, corrupt politicians coming to one place. It's just like when you, hey man, you watch that zombie show where the hero entered the house and put all the grenade in the house. Then he went and started causing the zombies. Then all of them start coming. They went in one house. By the time they enter the house, the guy just passed around. Yo, boom. The real Liberian way. Hey, UP. Now you don't want to get spoon. Spoon for you. You spoon for you. And you say spoon or CDC station too. Then you say what ANC station. Oh, today for you now. You pay for it. I don't read none of your comment today, so I ain't get no comment on. I can't even see it set. You don't want own spoon now. Well, Fagon, go back to your Facebook. You got Twitter, YouTube. I saw Stent on this note night. He said, Begin. You will use your telephone here for the local call, then I will use my phone for the international call. Oh, then you know Tom will say, oh shit, and I cause trouble. Tom will say, look at y'all see your ASC people rejoicing, then you are saying different things. Y'all need to come up with a statement to condemn it. Who are you to tell me to condemn? Condemn what? What I'm condemning? When we got the news, let me tell you something. I will tell you today. Stop rushing on news. When you get a news, get your little facts and whatsoever. It's the same thing with the former Chief Justice case. Now today, none of y'all, all of y'all who are running your mouths, y'all can say nothing. Where is James Voider? All the people who the law is a witch hunt and this and that. We will find out. Blah blah blah. Nothing. Today, Prince condemned it. I said I will wait and see. And I've been calling, I've been finding. I said, oh, just to find out. It was the sheriff that closed it. They you know the way they closed Henry Costa on down. Henry Costa on, they just gave an order to go and search for something to seize. That's what they did. But that one we know it was the government that did it. Yeah. Y'all going protest, y'all go protest. We got election to play with. And we're not even going to change the topic. We want you to show us Mr. Boakai medical record. We know that the old man not feeling good. Why now? Y'all want for the old man to be in a wheelchair before you're bringing to power too now? Y'all want for Prince Johnson to come to power? Liberian people, imagine Prince Johnson, President Prince Johnson, or Prince Johnson, military advisor to the President Jeremiah Kuhn, the man who already led to kill people. The man said when he was senator, he killed 3 people. Nobody knew. You all know the kind of suppression I would take place in Liberia. Bring UP back. Even I bet you now, if you can talk to God, God will tell you, say, Liberian people, when you try, you will suffer under the sun and under the rain. And the gate of heaven will be closed against us. I'm telling you. Even if we want George Weah, we can bring UP back to power. Let's be honest. We can. Let us do justice to ourselves for once. All the children want revenge. They can't wait. People will die. They can't wait to go after people. UP can't wait. If UP were in power and they get a man president, you know Henry Costa was lucky because like Ellen Johnson was president. Because I can still remember when Fuma Selif stopped George Weah at the airport and took his passport from him. Let me remind you now. But thank God, it was a woman who was president. And one of the things I said it on my show 2017, I said my fear would be freedom of the press and freedom of speech. Because there are men coming into power. They didn't get patient. You know, when you can't answer questions and you corrupt, you get angry. So, Cummings administration, trust me, I can promise you, President Cummings will not go against anybody because he spoke your mind. The only thing, when you call somebody, I hope you'll be prepared because that person will sue you. Defamation of character. But you can say all the things. Imagine you're cursing the man. You're calling the man gay. The people who, the men are here in people mouth, he sue them. Ben you then tell the man to quote, he come by his sue. That president time he will go after your breath. Mr. Look, let me tell you something, Mr. Cummings is not an envious person. He's a decent human being that you want to know. He make you feel good. He don't belittle you. He don't yell at you. Mr. Cummings I never ever saw Mr. Cummings yelling. That we the one can be yelling. I never heard Mr. Cummings yelling at somebody one day. When you talk, Mr. Cummings say, listen now, just listen. Oh, Mr. Cummings can say, no, let everybody ask questions. The man is patient. Patient. People now disturb his rally. They now cursing. Akara Grace sent people one time to embarrass Mr. Cummings right after the election. They start booing Mr. Cummings. He still go there. Mr. Cummings went to court. We see the UP, the girl you call Rosa Parks or whatsoever, booing Mr. Cummings on TV, cursing Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings stay invest. Mr. Boakai, we got him on record with Edwin Snow, people that he threatened that I will even with you. Let me tell you something. Look, going let ugly. Edwin Snow in lie too. Edwin Snow exposed because you see when you tire, Edwin Snow exposed the text. And then Henry Costa, Henry Costa came out and defended Mr. Boakai. But yet, Henry Costa admitted, he said that's true. Edwin Snow sent a same text to me, but I told him to hold on. So if you see Henry Costa was talking for the old man, and Henry Costa came outside and busted his own secret, the old man hiked Henry Costa. I know some of my friends say, hey, that Henry Costa man, listen, let me tell you something, Henry Costa ain't do nothing. Henry Costa is not on the ballot for me to worry about. But Henry Costa was hurt, and Henry Costa decided to make it clean for himself. If you know why Henry Costa tried to come out now, is to make it clean for himself, not for today, but for tomorrow. That next time he will know what kind of decision to make and how to follow people. Ooh, that tea. So Spoon, and I on that one, yeah. Go and settle your case. You get case in Liberia, now you get case in America. $1.5 million. That's plenty of money, Liberia. Tell me, we must make come and get all your girlfriend and chasing him now for that money business. All of them can be run after him. What time Spoon will pay the money? Spoon got to take care of him or something here too. So maybe they might auction. It looked like they will put a radio station on sale. They might auction the stuff if you don't be careful. Yeah. Auction. Because of the Liberian election, Senator ain't go to jail yet. Because he now tell his lawyer to postpone the case, fight to postpone it, because to him now, I can change the election around. You see what I told you, but I said no decision is right until it is right. You think they knew that they were going to close the station down? Or maybe the man got the report the same way he had a report long time for the people fake degree and was just waiting to see, and he wash a page and clean everything. You know my wash? Y'all go ask Hillary Clinton to table wash. Hey mama oh, hey papa, hey mama oh, hey papa, you better go to test Spoon for Spoon to change their will. The thing they doing to us, they ready to beat them. We are freeborn of Liberia, nobody can do us nothing. People, mind your business. People, mind your business. People, mind your business. People, mind your business. In Liberia today, that comings we want to. In Liberia today, that comings we want to. Come October 10, oh, comings will win the election to go to the executive mansion to be our leader. A comings here, that man who we want for our president. A comings so comings here, that man where we want to for our president. Education, now comings here, that man where we want to for our president. Infrastructure, for comings here, that man where we want to for our president. Job creation, oh, that comings here, that man where we want to for our president. Agriculture, oh, that coming say that man where we want to for our president, Alex Cummings. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Alex Cummings will be the next president of Liberia, and Charlene Bronskin will be the next vice president of Liberia. You will hear that announcement. Kolo, 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 kolo with your own ear. The way you're in America, you're the you people, you're not voting. I know what John Lobo will vote there because he got to get money to go by Liberia. He got money there. You better collect money again to John Lobo to go buy a ticket. And you know, he still look, let me tell you something. I still George Lobo got a post. George Lobo put a post up. I can still remember. Let me see if I get that post. George Lobo put a post up long time ago. Long time. Long time. Yeah, George Lobo post. George Lobo say, it was funny this morning listening to criminal defendant. Listen, he said, he laughing now. It was funny this morning listening to criminal defendant Alexander B. Cummings talking about accountability, but at the same time refusing to submit the original copy of CPP document. Mr. Clean Hands. But today we are still waiting, ladies and gentlemen, after a full investigation into the appearance of Mr. Boyka in front of the foreign guests. We don't know whether they are Russians or they're from China. Mr. Boyka met with them for $13 million. He tried to mortgage the Wodogisi Mountain, and everything backfired because the negotiation was done by Mr. Henry Pedro Costa. So the business people refused. But what we are telling you today, we expect Mr. Boyka to tell the Liberian people, who are these? Who are those? Who they are? Oh, Tago English. Niswao. Who are the investors? Who are the business people that Mr. Boyka met? Are they looking like me or black like this? That is your answer. Mr. Boyka has been behind the curtain for so long, pretending to be a deacon. But former Vice President Boyka told the Liberian people, I'd rather dance with the devil to win. And the devil is in this election. It is true Mr. Boyka was offered $30 million and tried to push Henry Pedro Costa under the bus. Who's supposed to answer that question? Henry Pedro Costa or Mr. Boyka? Mr. Boyka. Pedro is not on the ballot. Ellen Johnson is not on the ballot. Who benefited? No other person but Sir Joseph. Because Mr. Boyka cannot even make a decision. According to his son, Jojo, he got to know about Jeremiah Kuhn 3 days before the announcement. Who is Jojo? The son of Joseph Newman Boyka, who was appointed as one of the directors at Maritime in 2009. According to Henry Pedro Costa in 2017, he said, and I quote, Mr. Boyka, he's a tribalistic man and he cannot support. And also I can remember in 2017, when Eugene Fagon, now Joseph Boyka supporters said, if anyone who support Mr. Boyka have a brain tumor. But it is true that Fagon is suffering from Alzheimer's and fatigue. Now, what next for Spoon? Are they just going to be the regular Facebook guys, or are they going to reappear on radio? Or which of the radio station they will rent or acquire? It is their right. They can still pay another radio station. To be frank, they can do that. Maybe they will go to True FM, or I can even land there and they can pay for my space, and it will cost them at least $5,000 every month. If they want to share the time with me, I got 5 days on True FM. I'm using 3. I can give them the 2. All they need to give is to give $5,000 a month to True FM. What goes around comes around. No matter how long you put a radio list, you know, the radio list ain't gonna bing bum, bing bum. You know what coming up? They say when you take the radio list, you kill it, you dry it, then you grind it, and it tend to dust. When you let any kind of Jew, by the time you see the Jew peeping, when the Jew move and they take it and put it there, what they say the Jew will run behind you. So it is a shame to see that Stanton Waterston is also indicted in Liberia and being charged. And the court is asking Mr. Waterston to pay Mr. Smith $1.5 million. And also in America, he's facing 20 years in prison. So maybe because in America we consider as a white collar criminal, maybe crime, he might go to jail for 5 years and will pay some money. So what next for Spoon? Is that the end of Spoon? Is that how Mr. Waterspoon ending up destroying his whole network because the problem today was done by Spoon, not Fagon, not Dr. Francis, not nobody but Stentor himself. When you run your mouth like chicken butt, that what happened. Speak up the head because you get small woody. Okay, let me can see this. Let me see the comment now because I see some of them writing. Okay, let me look at the comment now. Let me see. Okay. Okay, Doloke. Yes. Cecile Kofa Brown is not what? It's not in the election, please. How you say she's not in the election? They say Cecile Kofa Brown in the election and you say no. They said the woman running as vice president or somebody. Are you sure? Doloke, you better go check it good. In fact, I'll come and look at the list. That is why Mr. Cummings is coming to change the way we do business. Yes, that is the thing. The law is the law. Okay, let's go back. Doloke is saying that Cecile Kofa Brown is not in the election, please. Okay, Doloke, I will hold that for now. If you say she's not either a vice candidate or something, then because somebody, I'm still trying to look for the list of people who register with NEC. So, but Doloke, you went under my post and saying that we're rejoicing for Spoon. I don't think you need to do that because nobody rejoicing for Spoon. Spoon got a legal matters. They need to take care of it. We don't need to make any statement. If CP want to make a statement to condemn who are you condemning? Doloke, please, man. You're a coming supporter. You're a CPP supporter. I don't expect that from you either. Nobody backing nobody and want and to go against freedom of the press or whatsoever. That's not what we intend to do. But when you guys in the CPP trying to go after your own person, me for me, nobody go after me. I lie to you. Everything I do is right. I take time to do it. Okay, I'm checking. All right. Okay, so I will get the information. If she's not on it, I will correct that. But and they describe her as one of the. I know she's a seditious now, so you won't be surprised. There are a lot of people who contesting. I think there are about 20 right now. So all right. So let me see what the next person say. Yeah. That's right, General. Thank you. Do that care. Quoting of scenario. Is the past? Is it payback? It is yes. And why are we requesting change? But Doloke, let me tell you something. Maybe sometime you guys, I'm not going to say that you're not a communist supporter, but you expect us to condemn the court ruling. You expect us to condemn it. Why you can't go ahead and use your own platform and say something? Doloke, I don't operate like that. Oh. I condemn things when I get facts. I don't think it's fair. It's a private station. The station is not owned by UP. Nobody trying to suppress them. He was sued by an ordinary or Liberian who decided to sue for defamation of character. So why would you condemn it? Why would you condemn it? So if you think it's not about change, maybe apparently you have changed your mind on your own party. Maybe you have changed your mind on your own party. Maybe you want to take another route, eh? Because that's the only thing I'm figuring out here right now. Because if you say we want change, and then what's the change we're talking about? If we rejoice in what? I don't expect you to say that and do like that, please. I don't. And you must say not gonna go that route before they say two ANC men forcing here. The law is the law. We can't go against the law. Whether the law good or not, that's the same law Ellis Cummings went through. We can't go against the law. If it was something done by the government themselves, they will be criticizing them today. Eh? Yeah, man, it's not correct, man. Look, I'm very disappointed in you. I'm very disappointed. I'm very, very disappointed because you came publicly under my post and you make it look like I'm a bad guy trying to jump all the place to rejoice. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And do like don't do that. Don't do that at all. Chris, Christina Cole. I will see you, man, when I come home, yeah? I will see you when I come to that. I was too busy, that's why I see you. Thank you, Frankie. Let Doroke understand this. Nobody here is happy. If on my show this morning, I almost condemned, but then I held back. And then Prince condemned the act. Okay, fine, I was good. I said, which is truth. I started to make my own, just to find out that's the case between he and Smith. So why we should condemn? Why? If anybody say that, they're funny. Condemn what? Then what you can say, is that a change we're talking about? You let you change your mind too, eh? You let your mind change. Maybe you let you join Johnson and party, eh? In Sacramento or Sunday, you not join somebody there. Man, look at stop it, man. Don't do that. Yeah, you go and condemn. You can go and condemn. Individual got the right to condemn. But I am saying if CP want to condemn, they go ahead, they can go do it. But I see nothing in there for them to condemn. The same way we're pushing Mr. Cummings to go out, to go condemn when Ava then wrote the book. Sometimes we got to sit down, we got to be fast and think. and see what's the after. We can't be doing that all the time, bending our backs for something that we're not responsible for. Eh? Spoon is a private network. It's a private network. If President William is going to issue an order to close it, or the Justice Minister close it, like how we criticized them about Henry Costa, we all knew that they didn't want to close it down, and we criticize them. Then we can do that, but not an individual or citizen sue and won the case. Then you say that government, even if the government used the case to do that, you still ain't get proof. Yeah, or private citizen, man. To look at, I'm disappointed you, man. I'm thinking now, what are you still supporting Mr. Cummings? Unless you want to tell me now and clear the air. But I'm still wondering whether you supporting Mr. Cummings, because for you to make such a statement and saying that is that a change we say we want? Let me put your statement or like you just put here. Let me put it up again. I'm disappointed, man. Look at the other one cussing on here. Look at him cussing. Look at him cussing, hurting him. You'll soon get heart attack. Just like your boss, man. Oh yeah, Steve Zago on post. Steve Zago. Where you going? Independent. I can't believe Toloke. But the other one, yeah, he cussing me. Oh, he cussed me. Say, yeah, yeah. What he used? They need Joseph. Let me Google. Let me check him up. Let me check him up so I can complain him and screenshot that thing and send it to Facebook. He don't know that harassment. Look at him, just one slave. He living way in Turkey. He's not even a voter. God bless him. He out of the country. But he's standing here putting his, you see, because he from Lofa County, tribalistic young man insulting me on my page. So let me complain you first to Facebook. I've already screenshot this something. Okay. I complain you, yeah. I finished telling you for your thing that you're doing. You'll never see my face again. Okay, guys. So that's what I'm saying. I personally will not condemn the act because I thought it was done by the government. The same way they say the law is the law, Mr. Cummings had to go to court. And the law is the law. We can't condemn it. Whether we don't like it, that's the law. Whether it's a selective justice, that's the law. So it makes no sense. You stop crying, Ryan. I call your crybabies. You stop crying. You're lucky that we got Facebook and we got YouTube. You can still use it. I won't be using. That's what we've been using. Then you say that the people can listen to us. So use it too, so you know. The people will listen to you. In fact, just buy more views. When you buy more live views, it will be better. The people will think that everybody watching you in the community. Yeah. So that's all you need to do. Buy more views. You got money. So when you come, you put 10,000 views. Because you that spoon, the only people that can get 10,000 views. By the time they finish, they get 2,000. Yeah. Damn. Swakoli, look at you. The person post, the person say, just on the post, oh, they say, watch it. JMB is about to betray Spoon TV. Not one word will come from him. You always, yeah. You know, Tom Will, who not going to Labrador just now, he on my post, he said, and CPP should put up a statement condemning it. But you people put up no statement, yo. Oh, Labrador, you people are so deceitful. Like Katama say, I stand with Damoya. I stand with Damo. Yeah, there again, my friend Dolo. In this total liberation struggle, if you betray the Unity Party, you are on your own. uh, Folks, make your way to, they say, please make your way to Spoon FM compound right now. The government has sent sheriff and armed police officer to shut down the station. What you're coming to do? May you go to hell, man. You see this? When Henry Kosak could say that desperation for power make Joseph Newman Boaka distant with dance with the devil. Desperation for power make Joseph Newman Boaka dance with the devil. Where is JMB home of origin? Aye, Salon. Man, Grand Queen says she getting on WWE. They can say, wow, the Spoon compound is very dirty. Oh. Stanton, all the big mouth, your compound dirty like that. Che, Liberia dirty that your own era. Okay, guys, y'all have a good day. I gotta watch one movie before I go to bed. And Spoon doing overtime now, so they can count on 12 o'clock at night too. Mm. Y'all take care, brother. Make sure you call Wangara. Y'all gotta do something. You know what I mean? Y'all bye. I talk to you Monday. Yeah, we'll say the same thing again.